Welcome back, guys. This is another episode into our carbon fiber panel wrapping, and today we're going to be wrapping the steering wheel panel, the silver one that you see right there. And in order to get that out, we're going to first need to remove the airbag housing, and the airbag housing is connected by three pins that are inside the steering wheel column. And we're going to go ahead and get a screwdriver and insert it into the three holes, and you're going to push the pin inwards towards the steering wheel column, and there should be three, one on each side and one on the bottom. And as you see here, as I push inwards into the pin, the airbag base is just going to pop forwards, and you'll see the third one right here. And once the third one is popped, you can just go ahead and pull the airbag base forwards toward yourself. And we're going to need to disconnect three wires right here. Two yellow wires, one with the orange housing and then one with black housing. And then there's a tiny little blue wire which you can unclip by pushing on the pin. And in order to get the yellow wires off, you're going to need a flathead screwdriver, and you're going to insert that underneath the clip that it's being held on by. Just go ahead and pry it open with your flat tip. Be careful though; it is a very flimsy plastic, so you might damage it. So be careful. Once that's done, you can just go ahead and pull upwards towards the ceiling, and it'll pop right off. Just go. Don't be afraid. Go use a little force. And once that's done, you can go ahead and place that somewhere safe. And we're going to proceed on removing the two screws that are holding the plastic panel itself, one on each side. Oh, and before I forget, you guys got to disconnect your battery so your horn isn't going off. So that's the very first step you should be doing. And once that's off, you're going to go ahead and clean it up, and we're going to get it prepared to wrap. Once you're ready to wrap the panel, go ahead and cut out your vinyl wrap according to the panel itself. And I'm using as little wrap as possible, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna line it up with the edges, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other side so that we're using as less wrap as possible. And we're gonna go ahead and make two incisions on each side of the corner base. And the reason I'm doing this is because it'll be much easier to wrap around that corner once that's done, or else you're going to have a very difficult time trying to wrap around that corner without making those incisions. So go ahead and do as I do and cut those two corners. Once that's done, go ahead and remove the back film, and we're going to get ready to wrap. Once you have removed the back film, go ahead and place it upside down so you can drop the panel itself right on top of it. This will give you much more accuracy and much more room to work with. Once that's done, go ahead and flip it around and start applying pressure around the edges of the panel so that you can get the basic shape out. That way you'll know exactly what you're working with. Once that's done, same as before, if you have seen my other videos, we're just going to go ahead and start with the edges and make our way to the bottom. As you can see, I'm pretty much done wrapping the entire panel. The only things that are left is this awkward shape on top of the panel, and I'm making a couple incisions to make it easier for me to wrap around that awkward shape. Once that's done, go ahead and take a look at your panel and see if you've made any errors. As you can see, I've actually made quite a lot of errors. I've miscalculated on the bottom portion, and I accidentally cut out too short, and that left me with a couple silver spots that you can still see. And there's one on each side right there and the other side. And I'm going to go ahead and cover those up with a small film that I'm going to cut out later. But as for the inside, you don't need to worry about it because it's going to be covered by the airbag plate. And as you see here, I've covered up most of those little silver spots. And I just went ahead and cut out small pieces, and you can see on both sides that I've done this. And it actually looks pretty seamless, but unless if you come up really close and examine it, you're not really going to be able to tell from afar. So now that we're back, we finally got our wrapped panel. We're just going to put it back in and then bolt it right back in. As you see, I have made some errors, but don't worry, you can cover it with the airbag housing. Go ahead and clip all 3 clips back in, orange and orange, black and black, and the small little blue wire into the metal clip. And once that's done, you can just go ahead and snap it back into place. Now, this wasn't my best job, but I'm pretty happy with how it came out. So I hope you guys can do a better job at it, and thank you for watching my videos. Thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.